night in a small town, there were two drunkards, one who was thin and tall with a withered-looking face, while the other was large and plump. They celebrated all night by drinking, dancing, and fighting without a worry in the world. As the excitement died down, the two friends realized they were too drowsy to make it home, and stumbled off the streets to pass out, leaning on a gravestone in a nearby cemetery. Meanwhile, two thieves by the names of Pedro and Diablo escaped to the same cemetery after looting a big bag of apples from a rich man's orchard. They dumped out the apples to divvy them up. Coincidentally, just on the opposite side of the gravestone, the drunkards were sleeping on. The thieves started dividing the apples into two piles, counting one for Pedro, one for Diablo, one for Pedro, one for Diablo. The two drunkards hazily awakened to the sound of the thieves counting, but in their drunken stupor, they believe they are hearing Saint Peter and the devil dividing up the souls in the graveyard, and they are frightened as they reflect on their past sins. And with each count, one for Pedro, one for Diablo, they are more and more terrified. The thieves eventually finish counting the apples, but Diablo notices two more over by the gravestone, one being withered with a worm coming out of the side, and the other being nice and fat but all bruised up. Diablo says, "Pedro, you see those two? There are two more over by that wall. Which one would you like to take?" So the drunkards freeze, convinced that the thieves are talking about them, and anxiously wait to see what happens next. Pedro looks over at the shabby apples and says, "You know, Diablo, it's okay. You can have them both."